Yo, Coach Marshall kicking knowledge, higher ed collage, mind open wide, thoughts bridge the mileage, whistle round the neck, wisdom in the flex, podcast vibes, breaking through the plex. From court to the board, lessons never hoard, grit and grind hustle, hear that lion's roar, more than a coach, stories to encroach, life's game plan, he the master with the approach, more than a coach, Coach Marshall be the guide, lessons for life, take it all in stride, podcast dropping gems, knowledge nationwide, together we rise, unity can't divide, life's more than X's and O's, destinies composed, breaking every chain, no limits to the flows, strategy and passion, top tier fashion, Marshall on the mic, lights, camera, action, heart of a lion, vision.
And the one thing I could say is powerful when Black men recognize how great we could be together.
That's right.
How great our minds could be, how great our hearts and our souls could be to make things better for our community, because that's what it's all about. It ain't about us riding the best motorcycle. It ain't about us having the biggest house or baddest car. What can you do to impact this community and make it better for all of us? And that's what this thing is about. Now, hey, and that's what More Than a Coach is all about.
What's up, y'all? What's up, man? Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight with me on another special episode on the More Than the Coach podcast, y'all. Tonight, I got some guests gonna come on and we're gonna talk some local high school from where we from, our area. You know, and across the nation. We're talking about sports that's going on in our city, our area, other communities around us. But before we get into the show, y'all already know how I get down. When y'all got to know, make sure we give special thanks to Marshall Media for tonight's sponsorship. Marshall Media, y'all, the home of podcast shows, education shows, DJ Care music show. Actually, we got a couple books being published under Marshall Publishing. And, you know, so Marshall Media is doing good things, y'all. So make sure y'all tune in. Always checking out Marshall Media. And also tonight, make sure y'all go and check out the Mr. and Mrs. Marshall podcast, where it's all about life, love, and relationships. Tonight, that date wrong on there, don't worry about it. But tonight's show is called Do Men Care About Respect or Love? That should be something real deep, something that's going to ruffle some feathers and things like that. So y'all make sure y'all check this show out. We appreciate it. And also, if you ain't doing nothing, go and check out DJ Care over at Marshall Media, y'all, on the More Than the Coach podcast this past week. I dropped the Tupac hour, so y'all make sure y'all go check that out. And boom, it's fire. So y'all definitely go support it. And also go support the local podcasts in our city, y'all. We got a few of them, a couple of them out of town, but they still from Saginaw. So y'all make sure y'all check out these podcast shows on any platform, because that's where they be at, y'all, everywhere. You know, y'all know my brother Yak Life Chronicles. Actually, he'll be on the podcast this week, so make sure y'all check it out. Yeah, and they appreciate it, and I appreciate all the support, so definitely make sure y'all tap in with them. Also coming soon to Saginaw, inside the Fashion Square Mall, or whatever they calling that mall, y'all, Ultimate Epperson Dogs. It's going to be some good food. Trust me, I done went and sampled some of it, and it's going to be good. So y'all make sure when they open, y'all stop by and go and support them brothers. And also coming up, y'all, since it is February, and they got some things going on, Valentine weekend, y'all definitely got to go out and check out Boney the Cockaroo and Mr. Dick Dickerson, Saginaw's Own. They putting on a comedy, stand-up comedy competition on Friday night. So they're going to be looking for comics from Saginaw, from surrounding areas to come out and, you know, show what you got. Y'all make sure y'all check them out. They got DJ Socks going to be playing. More Than a Coach will be in the house talking to some of the comedians. Last time I went and met with these guys, y'all, I had a blast. And then turn around on Saturday night, they're gonna be at the Event Platinum Center at 3218 East Genesee, Saginaw, Michigan, y'all. It's called the Big House Comedy Show. Starts at 9:30. Your favorite cousin, Cockaroo, Boney Cockaroo, y'all, all the way from Missouri, as well as Mr. Dick Dickerson. We got a couple Saginaw comedians, Quincy Thomas and Terrell West, gonna be there, and other special guests. So y'all definitely make sure y'all go out and support. They all funny in their own way, hilarious, to be honest with you. So y'all make sure y'all check it out. And definitely one of my guests already in the green room, so I ain't gonna hold him up. If y'all don't know him, you've been hiding up under a rock, y'all. For the last few years, this man been doing big things in the city of Saginaw. You know, once I show this logo, you already know who he is and what he about. This right here, the factory, the Lavish factory, y'all. I ain't got the address on me offhand, but he'll let you know. But y'all definitely got to check him out over there on Brockway. Got all the hot fashion, the flyers, gear. You know, y'all see all the kids in the Lavish and all the other things that he bring out here. But what we're gonna be talking about today with him is this right here, y'all. Lavish Sports. Lavish Sports is something new in our city. You know, a lot of people like it, some might not, but it's something for the kids because that's what it's about. And that's what this man is bringing to the city of Saginaw, y'all. So with no further delay, I'm going to get ready to bring on my partner, y'all, Markie Deezy from Lavish Factory, Lavish Sports, and also, I can't forget, the Lavish Cleaning LLC. This man got many hats, y'all, and he doing big things. So let me get him on the screen on here, y'all. And y'all give him a big welcome to my brother over here, y'all. What's up, Mark?
Appreciate, appreciate the introduction, Coach. That's love for sure. I
Hey,
appreciate that.
you know, man, off the top, I'm trying to get it all going and everything. I should have
Yeah,
had our commercial queued up that we did
yeah.
and dropped it, but I'll put it in there when I do it up. How you
They
doing
don't
this
even know
morning, my brother?
we've been working for a minute. We've been working with each other for a minute. They don't even
For a
know
minute,
it.
man. For real. A lot of people don't even know it, man. But that's
For
how it
sure.
is. Good business work behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
Behind the scenes, yes, sir.
That's right. Well, I know we got another guest gonna pop in with us soon, but we'll get to him when he comes. So now that I got you on here, man, first though, let's tell everybody a little bit about Markie Deezy and what you do, brother.
So when you're using my name, Markie Deezy, I'm the owner of Lavish Enterprise. Lavish
Mm,
Enterprise is a various of different companies.
mm,
My first one, well, my first big one being the Lavish Factory clothing store. As you can see, I'm here right now.
mhm.
Got some of the flyest gear in the city. Like I just wanted because our city be looking for big city things. So I
Yeah.
tried to bring like the big city fashion to our city, just because we down to a very minute places to shop.
Yep.
Our mall, everybody know about our mall. We only have a few stores, so just tried to bring that flavor in. And I also, like you said, I have a cleaning company. So if you guys any commercial buildings out there you need cleaning service, I'm the guy to get to. My team is one of the best around, and we're gonna make sure we get the job done.
Mm,
And then, like you said, Lavish Sports is something I knew that I came up with. Just just to be honest, I used to, like I say, big city things to Saginaw. Everybody know
yeah.
about the D Zone. D Zone is a big media outlet down in Detroit that covers mostly Detroit area sports as far as like
Hmm.
basketball and football. And if you in our area, you have to be really winning to get on their platform. So what I
Yeah.
tried to do was bring our own platform to the Saginaw, Flint, Bay City, Midland area, just to give our kids a showcase because it's talent out here. You know what I mean?
It's top.
It's some it's some kids that can get busy out here. So I just want to showcase our children, and for the most part, it's been going good. I've been doing that for 3 years. This will be our third
Hmm.
season. Me and it's a collective group again. That's one thing. Like I wanted, like I say, I want to talk to you about that because everybody
Oh
thinks it's
yeah.
just me behind Lavish Sports.
Oh
It's
yeah.
not just me. I have a
It's a
collective of guys from the city that's former coaches, players that really know the game, and I played basketball myself. I may not have made it to the level as some of the guys that I like that's on the committee that I talk
hmm.
to on the daily, but I know what I know. You know what I mean? And
That's right.
and, 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 it is what it is. You know, like I said, we're gonna get into a lot of things that I've been seeing amongst the
Oh yeah,
fans in the city. And it's just, you know, we just trying to, just like you with Marshall Media, like we just trying to bring something new and a new vibe to the city. You know what I'm saying? You
that's right.
promote, support people's businesses. Like we just gotta all work together. If we all just work together and support one another,
Hmm.
this thing will work. Like it's thing work. I done had my share. Just to give y'all a little background, like I ain't been perfect my whole life. I got skeletons in
Same.
my closet like everybody else, but I
Yep.
changed my life around, and I wanted to just use my voice. My voice. I do have a voice in the city in a positive
Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
and that's all I'm trying to do, coach. That's all I'm trying to do. It's just trying to just bring light and just like Saginaw can be there too. We
Yeah.
right outside of Flint. Flint got the spotlight on them on the rap scene and many
Hmm.
other things. And then we got big Detroit. And we all an hour away in radius. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
just trying to put Saginaw on the map. You know what I mean?
Yep. And personally, bro, I love what you're doing. When you first started it, I was like, man, that's all right, man, because I was coaching, and I'm like, man, that's what I always wanted to do. Be able to do the rankings, do promotions, do little things for like one thing we didn't talk about or didn't mention. Your big mega scrimmage that you had
For
before the
sure.
hoop season
For
was
sure.
a total success.
For sure.
And my 20 plus years of coaching here in the city of Saginaw, at Bridgeport, I might have had three or four teams come, but for you to have the plethora of teams that you had drop in from all over the state, man, that was amazing.
For sure.
And to do
Appreciate
it under
that.
one roof, and for people not to even give that the love that it should got, it's kind of sad. Because normally, if people don't know, as a former coach, we used to have to pay $200 and $300 to go to Michigan State or go to Michigan and go and play in these scrimmages or go all the way to Grand Rapids and go play. And now you bought something right in our backyard, and people don't even appreciate it. And man, that was something big. So I commend you for that and salute you, my brother.
Th- Thanks, coach. And with that being said, I think our city just on that aspect, they don't get it. Like you say, you've been doing it, but it's just a support thing. It's like I feel that's one of the major reasons why I started Lavish Sports. It was to support the kids. I
Mhm.
feel like the support was really lacking as far as sports. Like back in the day, hoops was the thing in Saginaw. I just
Yeah,
remember as me being a young boy going into my elementary school, CC Coulter, and playing at
mm,
North and South on
yeah,
Saturdays, the gym rocking. Like I don't know where in the city where we lost that at. You know what I mean?
man,
Like it was always you knew who was coming from the elementary to the middle school to the high school, like you
yeah,
already had a name for yourself. And somewhere over these years, I don't know where we lost that at. I don't know if it's
yeah.
when because it's not the lack of talent. I can tell you that for sure. It's not the lack of talent, but I feel we do need more resources to get these kids in the gym. You know what I
Mm,
mean? Like back in the day, it was nothing to go to the YMCA and you got the whole city in there and y'all rocking out. It was nothing to go to the BV Center, First Ward. Even some of these
mhm.
elementary school gyms used to open their doors. We don't even get the gyms to open their doors. We got to pay membership fees at the center courts and the Freeland
Yep.
Sports Zones and the Legends. Like I just feel like if we and this is not just about basketball either. And that's one thing people like. I cover basketball because that's my main thing. If I can
Yeah.
get into the, if I get a bigger team, I can get into the other sport because that was another big thing at the beginning of this basketball season that I didn't cover football and things of that nature. Like I tried, like if they knew how much work behind the
Mm,
scenes going to like you said, you just
tell me
named
about
three businesses that I'm trying to run,
it.
like,
Mhm.
and I was at the same time a full time father, like.
Wow, that's
I only
right.
can do so much, you know what I
That's
mean,
right.
and I feel like I'm doing a good job. I
Yep.
feel like people say that I made it, but I just feel like my best years have yet to come. I
Yeah,
feel
it
like I
is.
haven't reached that platform that I want, that I really want to, but
Yeah.
as this thing keeps building and keep growing, it's gonna get bigger and it's gonna get better. And as far as the skimmers go out next year, like I'm in the works right now, trying to move it to a bigger venue because it was just a huge success. And I'm
Mhm.
not in it for the recognition, coach. Just
Yeah.
the recognition gonna speak for itself by me grinding and
Right.
putting in my hard work. Like, and I sometimes I be ready to vent. Like, why the
Yeah.
news don't come holler at me? Why Saginaw Riverfront don't come holler at me? It's not my time yet.
Yep.
God got this thing already laid out for me. And
That's
long
it.
as I keep my belief in him and just
Mm,
he keep waking me up every day to keep pushing, my
yeah.
best years are yet to come.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, brother, as a former coach who was started at the bottom of the mountain and worked my way up. I ain't even get to the top of the mountain. I got to the near it, but it got too cold and I came back down some. And, you look for that pat on the back or just to say, hey, good job. And sometimes you're just not gonna get it. But that's where in the coaching world we call that alligator skin. And you gotta let it bounce off of you. Cause like you said, and like I always knew, long as the kids know, and then some parents that support you, that's all that matter at the end of the day. Cause we're gonna get rewarded by somebody else. You
For
know what I'm
sure.
saying? No
For
matter
sure.
what we've done in our past lives, man, what we do now and what our children see and grandkids see, man, come on. That God watches. God gonna be the one that's gonna give a Markie Deezy. Here you go. This is your final reward for all
For
the
sure.
good things you've done for that community.
For
And
sure.
it be like that too, man. And sometimes people come when it's too late. Because after I retired from the media was knocking on my door constantly. Hey, I ain't
and,
hear y'all when I was playing.
and
Hell,
that and with that being said, like and just to get it into you because that's how we really locked in. Like I
yeah.
started it at a time in your coaching career that it wasn't all sweet. But that
Mm-hmm.
seemed like that's the only thing Saginaw remember. You changed the culture at
Yeah.
Bridgeport. You
Yeah.
changed the Bridgeport one. I went to Bridgeport. Me, Cuddles, Hopkins. We wasn't
Yeah.
going to no regionals or districts. We was getting
Yeah.
built. Like the kids
Yeah.
say today, we was getting built it. And you came and changed the culture
Mm,
and I'm not gonna. I can't say I had. I just came at a bad time. I
yeah.
wish I would have started when you had one of the toughest teams in Saginaw. When you
Yeah.
when you had Trey, um, Ball, and all them y'all rocking
Yeah.
out. Y'all, didn't y'all make it to the Breast
We went with Trey year, we went to the regional. We lost in the quarterfinal, I think,
in the
right before the
quarterfinals,
final four.
right before the
And
Breast? You know what I
then
mean?
after that, we was regional every year, and then I went to the final four the year after COVID with Jalen Hodges now. We went
We'll
final
punch your
four.
son. Yep, yep.
Yep, with
So
Punch Son. So
when
we
you
was
look
grinding.
at the dynamic of that, as far as schools in the city of Saginaw.
Mm-hmm.
Beside in these past what, let's say 10 years, who done reached
Mm-hmm.
that far?
Nope. Only I think Saginaw High got there
Saginaw
the
High,
year they got to the final four the year after we went.
after y'all
And
went,
then before that, nobody
nobody
since 2012 when the high won it.
went nobody. So
Yeah,
for the media to even do you like that, it's just like that's just like total disrespect. Like
yeah,
I be feeling like you should get your flowers. Like when you called it quits, I tried my best to give you your flowers. You had one of the
yeah.
most winningest programs in Bridgeport. I'm gonna say the most winningest program
Well,
in
I
Bridgeport
tell you,
history.
I tell you what I found out after I retired. I was 9 games from being the all-time winningest coach at Bridgeport.
Mm.
I said, "Damn!" I called him like, "Can I come back for 9 games?"
You know what I
But
mean? Because you
yeah,
deserve that. You know what I
yep,
mean? You deserve that recognition and like,
appreciate it.
you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I got. Like I say, like I just want to bring light to the coaches. I do coaches interview. You was
Hmm.
one of my first. You was
Yep,
one of my first interviews.
yep,
People don't know. My
yep,
first interview came from Bridgeport. It
yep,
was Deuce and you. Y'all,
yep.
my
I remember
first two
that.
interviews on Lavish Sports. You know what I
We
mean? So
just got out of
that's why
practice.
it's a
Huh?
must that I came and support you on your platform. It was
Oh
much that you
yeah,
supported me before the vision where it is now is where it's at.
yep. And just to see your growth from where you first started, man, like we said, right outside the gym, ask a few questions. Next thing you know, I look on, I'm like, man, man, okay. I was impressed with the editing. I ain't gonna lie to you, right off the rip. Like, damn,
For
this
sure.
editing promo is off the hook
Shout out my
already,
team, shot, cause
you
that
know?
don't be me. I got one of the best, and he loves to name be man, and I'm gonna keep him giving. He want to be named anonymous, but I
Okay.
got one of the most best graphic designers in the city, and this man got many hats just as me. And y'all would be
Wow.
surprised who is really like is me, Batman and Robin. For that's how we call
Yeah.
it, Shaq and Kobe.
Yeah,
I do what I do. He do what he do, and it's all for the kids though. And shout
yeah.
out to him. He know who he is, and I give him his flowers every day. Like I really appreciate him because for really without him doing those graphics like you just mentioned, there's no
Hmm.
Lavish Sports. Because
Yeah.
I'm
Because you know
38
that.
years old. I'm
Hey,
now. I don't know about all this technology now. So
hey,
you know
and
what I
you know
mean?
what, Markie D, I'm 55, man, and I'm as you I'm OG. And the thing is, bro, I still be trying. My wife just got on me the other day because I spent so much money on all this technology trying to stay with
Yes.
the times, you know, and
Got
learn
to
it. But
stay. Got to stay. And that's a key word you said, Coach. Got to stay with the times. That's like
got
something
to,
else I wanted to talk about in
yeah.
IC. We got to stay with the times.
Yeah. Well, since we own it, man, let's get into it. And I know we touched a little bit about it, but I'm gonna ask this question: how do you feel about the state of basketball in our area right now?
I feel like I spoke on it at the beginning. It's down. Like I say, that's the
Yeah,
reason why I started this platform because, like I say, back when I was coming up, you got the elementary, the feeder
yeah.
schools, the elementary, the middle school, high school. So when these coaches in high school on the varsity level get these kids, they already seasoned. Coach T ain't had
Mhm.
to season nobody back in the day. They was
Mm-mm.
already seasoned.
They
Pete them
was.
was already seasoned. Charles Rogers and them was Lamar Woolies. They were
Yeah,
Nate A's. They were already seasoned coming to high school. And
that's
like I
true.
say, somewhere down the years, like we lost that. And that was one of my main reasons to build this platform. Is not,
Hmm.
and I be like, I read everything that I see on social because people send me everything and I see the comments
Hmm.
as far as like the rankings go. Back then in school, you had Michigan prep rankings. You were getting ranked in middle school back then. You know what I mean? But it's the lack of knowledge of people knowing that these things are already going on around them. And
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, what I'm really getting from the situation, if your kid ain't number one, the platform ain't talking about nothing. Now you want to down the
Man,
platform because how you vision your kid is not how the public visions your kid. It's nothing
exactly.
wrong with that. That should be motivation. One thing, and one of my favorite athletes in the world is Kobe Bryant.
Hmm.
He didn't let no rankings, none of that deter him. He got in the gym and he worked and he went out there and showed why I'm number one. He showed
Hmm.
why he was the best player, excuse me,
Hmm.
in the world. And my son is in middle school. I'm on him every day.
Yeah.
You know how hard I had to work my son to even put him in the. This is my son. I'm calling my committee, asking, "Do y'all feel my son should make it?" Because I'm just a realist like that. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna put nothing in his head that's not true.
Yep.
If your son ain't got it, he ain't got it. And I tell him, bro, you got to work to the gym. You got to work.
That's
You got
right.
to work. And some of these
And
friends I know it's hard nowadays because and coaches I talk like I say I talk to a lot of coaches people don't know. In the
yeah.
days of you finding that star on the side of the road hooping in street ball, them days are over with. It's a
Over with.
business now.
It
You see,
is.
Michigan just passed NIL. This is a big business now.
Man.
So if you're not putting the proper training behind your kids, which is going to cause funding,
Hmm.
investments. What I call them, you got to invest in your
Hmm.
kid. If you
Gotta
got to go
invest.
to Greg Lawson and pay his fee for him to train your kid, and we seeing G's work, like the results
Hmm.
are there. Get him over there.
Get
Get
him
her
over.
over there. It's boys and girls. Get her over
Yep.
there. You got to put money behind your kids. Now, AAU, parents complain about it. It's too
Hmm.
high. It's too much. But if you really knew what goes on behind the scenes, these some
Man.
of these coaches are coming out of their pocket supporting your kids. What you supposed to be doing?
Man.
It's a
I'm a
business.
since you touched on that. I coached a years ago. You know, I stopped when trading was in 8th grade. But even back then, I was taking out $5,000 loans just to cover the summer. Then I would charge a parent $200, but that $200 really wasn't for nothing to feed them, get them some cheap uniforms. You know what I'm saying? And I messed up household because I'm taking care of AAU, and I did AAU for 25 years in this city. So, and that was cheap back then. Or we had taco sales and car washes compared to what these coaches go through now. Wow, I see why coach like Punch and O'Ray hustling every
And
day
and,
and
and, and,
fundraising every day.
and me and Punchman, and that's one of my biggest mentors when it comes to this. If you know Puncho, you know one of the best basketball players, IQ out of this world, and train kids from when I was in school to this present day. And the development and the structure that he puts into these kids is there. So I'm actually as his general manager. So I'm behind the
Mm.
scenes seeing everything this man goes through, and some of the bashes that I be hearing, it be really mind blowing. Because do you think for 1 minute that I'm gonna be on the same team with a man that's getting down on the
Yeah,
community? Like that don't even
yeah,
sound right. I
exactly.
became out of money out of my pocket. That's what you can see it be sponsored by the Lavish Factory, or sponsored by that's me pouring into because every parent don't got it, and we
Yeah.
get that. But
Well,
if the kid, and it comes to and it comes back to this, coach, back to being realistic. I'm gonna support, and it's just me being 100 with you. I'm gonna support a kid that I see has a bright future in this sport.
yeah,
I'm not gonna put money behind a kid that I know still got some work. That's pointless to me
yeah.
because the goal is to get them to that next level. We can
That's
put the
right.
training in them in the training, but if they just don't grasp it, they just don't grasp it.
Yep. And you
So
got to go to this education part too. They got to have
exactly,
school right,
you got to you
because
got and
people
that's
don't
another
realize
thing.
they don't realize right now, man. It really is harder for a high school kid to get recruited and go to college with the new day, like you said, the new business of basketball.
It's business.
It's
It's
business.
business now.
Because remember, kids going to pro and going back to college. That's I ain't never heard of that in my life.
And me and Puncho touched on this the other day. Big Kendrick Perkins got on the
Mhm.
podcast the other day and said,
Yeah,
"Kids, you don't got to go to the NBA no more. Go get that college money. You
yeah,
can become a millionaire in college and never got to see the NBA a day of your life because at the end of the day, it's using your talents to better your life and your family.
that's right.
At, that's
And
what it's all about. So if you can get that money at a young age, go get it. But you got to be that one. These coaches
mhm,
now going to get 24-year-old G League players, and the
yeah,
parents, man, like they feel like everybody's not D1. It's not.
everybody.
It's not. But if
Mm.
you put your kid the JUCO route, they get the right development. Because if they got it, they got it, and they're
They
gonna
got it.
the,
They
the
got it.
talent gonna speak for itself. Like
That's
these
right.
coaches got you got an eye for talent. I may like. I mean, that's what I want to get people to understand. Like I may not have played high school ball, but
Hmm.
I'm still a fan of the game.
That's
You
right.
and I'm a learn. You don't have to dribble the ball up and down the court to know the X's and O's. It's
Nah,
plenty of coaches that ain't never played basketball a day in their life.
I
Analysts.
won, bro.
But
I won.
you know what you know.
I
So
know
you
what I
can't
know.
discredit Lavish Sports because
Yep.
I feel your child is. And one thing I seen one parent, it's my opinion. It's my committee's opinion. Y'all
That's
don't
right.
crack down on M Live do this every year. Y'all don't
Every
bash M Live.
and to be honest with you, I'm gonna correct you on that. They don't do it no more. You know how they get
Mm.
rankings, bro? They'll call us preseason or send us an email. Hey, give us your top three. Hey, give us your top two. That's how they do it. They don't even come out and talk to coaches no more like they used to back in the day. You
And
know,
I'm
it's,
hands on it
I'm gonna keep it real with you. It's all through the internet now. Even the
all
way they
through
vote for a lot of the MVPs and all that first team, second team ballots is all biased. You know what I'm saying? I remember back when I had them good teams at Bridgeport. One year we went 24-1, and out of the top five, the first five, I had four players. And the only reason they didn't get my fifth player it because the other kid made 2 points more than him that season. You know what I'm saying?
it.
So
But your
it's
records speak for itself.
oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean? You said
you
y'all
know,
went 24-1. So
oh
a
yeah,
24-1 team, you got talent on there.
you
You
got
got
talent on there.
talent.
You got talent for real. And I'm gonna tell you what the talent is though, that I see the difference from then to today. It's called kids accepting their roles. You
Accepting
know,
their
I,
roles.
I had kids that could easily went to a different school and scored 20 points. But he'd rather come play for me and get 10 rebounds, 5 steals, and a couple assists and be a part of something winning. And he
Winning.
sacrificed his scoring. And a lot of people didn't understand that. Even when I had them good teams, man, them dudes was in, they believed in roles. I
For
gave
sure.
them role papers and said, this is what I believe you can be. They would come back, no, coach, I said, listen, if you do this, watch what happens. Because let's take prime example, Punch son, Jalen Hodges. He transferred from Arthur Hill over to Bridgeport. He thought he was gonna come in and just be the man. Not knowing, dude, these dudes just won 22 games the year before. Lost 2 games. So come in, wait your turn. You wouldn't even have started out the hill yet. So don't come with that because I played Class A. I'm coming to Bridgeport and dominating. We bumped heads the whole first couple months. He was ready to leave, go back. We sat down, me, him, and a parent, a concerned parent who knew the game, who wasn't a coach. And man, we just talked. And I said, man, trust me, your time coming. It might not be right now, but when I need you, watch what happens. He sat there. You right, coach. He believed and he listened. He worked hard, busted his butt, went out to them head top guys every day at practice. And I never forget, we got in the regionals. We only had scored 2 points in the first quarter. I put him in the game in the second quarter. He ran those 16 straight. And from there, we went on. The next year, he was in the Final Four. And I told him, I said, no, just think if you would have left, you wouldn't even be able to take your team and did what you did with him and got all the accolades he wanted that year. But it's about trusting the process and just playing your role.
But the bigger thing that I just got from that coach,
Uh-huh.
it started with you coaching. You
Yeah.
set the player down and let him know this is my team
Yeah.
and this is what I need you to do. And I
Mm-hmm.
be feeling like that be lacking in the city now. It's too
Yeah.
many players running the team.
Yeah.
You gonna do what I want you to do. I don't care what your mama say. I don't care what your.
Yeah.
This is my team,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna run my team.
Mm.
How and he understood. Then
Mm.
it took him a minute because we
Yep.
all got that pride.
Oh
But
yeah.
once he saw the bigger picture and your results, bro, we just won 22 games last year without you.
Yeah. Without
This
you.
the same core.
Yeah.
You gonna be a good asset for sure.
Yep.
But I need you to understand what I need you to do. And I feel like if we had more of that, because everybody,
Mhm.
everybody right now, they got a player that think they the man.
Yeah.
let's just call it what it is. Every
That's
team
true.
in Saginaw got a player that think they the man
That is
and
so true.
can't be coached. It's a
Nope.
lot of one-on-one ball now. There's no team ball
Man.
in the city of Saginaw, and they wonder why those other schools. And not to say other schools, teams like Freeland, they play basic
Yeah.
basketball.
That's it.
Frankie move. But they play fundamentally sound. There's no one
Yep.
on ones. There's no I want 30 points tonight. You had
Yep.
20 last night. I gotta go 30 for 30 tonight. No.
Yeah. And
But it
that
started with the coach.
and them doing their roles. Look, I coached against both of them teams. They still do the same things when I was, but like you said, those kids are learning their role. Look at the kid transferred in from Swan Valley, how he came in, and you would think he was with them all 4 years,
All 4 years.
and he
He
just
understood.
playing his role.
And he ain't looking. If he score, he score. But one thing he gonna do, he gonna get all his players the ball. He know he
Yep,
just the facilitator. I'm gonna
yep,
get you the rock. It's up for you to make it.
that's right.
And it's like people be thinking we be biased to teams like that. You got to call a spade, coach.
You got
It's
to
good
call it.
basketball.
I'm gonna tell you something. And I talk about this a lot, especially me and my son. We talk. Back in the days, our kids could win with athleticism.
Yes,
We were better athletes. But
yes.
you said something that's more important. The other kids start training and start working on their craft, and they became fundamentally better.
For
And that's
sure.
what we're seeing today, even in the NBA and on the college level. The Europeans taking over because of the
Taking over.
fundamentals. You know,
Fundamentally sound.
and
And it
that
goes
and
back to what we were saying. Like the
that's what
parents, you
we're
got to
missing.
invest.
Yeah, that's what we're missing. And to me, it starts on that lower level. We got guys like Boom who coach young kids. I see Trey coaching now with the young kids. We got Tommy coaching with young kids, Durrani coaching with young kids, and they all played the game and they all know the game. So I think that's gonna start helping us.
I
You
love
know what
seeing
I'm
that.
saying? Yeah,
I love it, coach.
yeah,
When I seen, um, like Boom had won championships on the
that's right.
elementary level for
That's right. Check that
for the
out. Look what's
past
on the
three
screen
years
now.
now. You see what I'm saying? Like
Look at that.
but he Boom, he's not gonna broadcast it. Boom is
Mhm.
one of Boom is really one of the biggest leaders, and I made the post the other day like we need more leaders. We need more of the young man because it's
Yeah,
it's it's our turn now. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? No offense to y'all, but
Oh
y'all to put
yeah,
in y'all work already. You know what I mean?
exactly.
The OGs and did it already. Y'all
Yep.
done laid the platform. Now it's for people like me
Yep.
and a few others, the trays and all to catch the torch. Now
That's
it's
right.
for us to pour into the kids because we role models at the end of the day. And it blew my mind when I went to I was a guest speaker at Jesse Loomis last month. It
Mm,
blew my mind is the much love. Like the kids look at me like I'm a celebrity or
mm.
something. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't view myself like I just feel like
Yeah.
I'm just doing me. You know what I mean? I'm just
Yep.
doing it. But the support is there, and we need more leaders like that on the elementary level that know the
Exactly.
game, that can teach the
Exactly.
kids the game the
Yeah.
right
And,
way, and that's
and
and
they
it's the
play,
right way.
and they play. So that's why it's good to see kids like them. And even out of those guys I named, hell, I coached 3 out of the 4.
You see
You
what I'm
know,
saying?
I coached
We,
against Boone, but I coached the other guys, and it's more of them out there coaching too. And it's a blessing, to see that. And like you said, we need more people starting at that grassroots level. Because when you go down the street to Flint and you go down to the D and on the west side, that's what's all out there. You know what I'm
and that,
saying? Them young
and we
guys
was
giving back.
and that's what we were saying. Like, for the past few years, the Catholic schools was dominating in Detroit, but it's
Yeah.
guys that put their work in on the public school level that's coming back
Hmm.
to that play collegiate ball,
Yeah.
overseas ball. Now they coming back. Now they bringing the kids back to the public schools. Like, no,
That's
come on,
right.
we got to go and make this work. You know what I mean? And and
Yep.
and that's what we're trying to do in Saginaw. We want to bring basketball, and I'm glad that I'm getting the buzz that I'm getting because if I got y'all in tune and y'all
Yeah.
we bringing basketball back. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that's the whole goal. And my whole goal, people don't know, is like I be on the phone with a lot of college coaches. College coaches.
Hmm.
My job to me is if I can get a kid to college. Last year, I worked so hard to get Tyler Dorsey a scholarship.
Mm.
I'm on the phone with coaches. People don't know that. I'm on the phone with coaches night
Mm.
in and night out. I'm contacting his parents. We got this on the floor. That's my that's what I'm in it for. I'm not in it for
Yeah.
the recognition and none of that. I'm in this for if I can help a kid get out this inner city of Saginaw because I grew up in this city. And the city
Yeah.
ain't pretty. You got to
Yeah.
be a strong minded. Everybody that come out of Saginaw is. I feel you can make it anywhere. You come out of Saginaw,
Mhm.
you can make it anywhere because we got the less resources, but we still find a way to make a way.
Yeah,
You
it
know what I
is.
mean? So
And
if we just stick to our what we grew up on, our morals and principles, and we can just go anywhere we want to, man. If you
we
from Saginaw,
can.
that's just how I feel. I'm just so Saginaw. And I want to see Saginaw do so well, and they get mad when I don't fit Saginaw's
Mm.
picture. Like, just sorry what's
Yeah.
going on right now. I'm just gonna throw this. Like they want us to put United on this pedestal right now, and United is losing. And y'all
Yeah.
get mad. Like at the end of the day, it's gonna get worse if your kids go to college. They got college is rankings all day. So
All
if
day, every
like
day.
it's not me separating the city. I want a kid to look at those rankings and be like, I gotta get in the gym. I'm gonna
Yep.
make this.
And
It's
you
not the
said it.
I don't want kids arguing. No, I want a kid to be
Yeah.
like, I want to get better. Mom,
Yeah.
what I got? You gonna get me in the gym? Take me to the gym, ma. I gotta make this list. You know what
Put
I
that
mean? That's
damn
what
game
I'm doing
down
it for.
and get in that gym. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Back in 2000, probably 11, my son was at the high. He was a center, and he used to play AAU with Matt Costello. He played against Jordan Hare. Them the 3 biggest kids in the city,
Hmm.
in the area, right? He never outranked neither one of them, and he used to always look at the rankings and get pissed off. And I'm like, "What you getting mad for? Okay, stay at the bottom." But guess what? If you ain't know, son, sometimes the shit from the bottom rise to the top.
Right, every
So,
time.
and I told him, I said, it's one thing in common. And I know me and him always had that talk. And I was like, hey, now one of y'all won a state championship. Go do something they ain't done. His senior year, rankings came out again. He was 10, under both of them, couple other cats. But at the end of the 2012 year, Tank was standing there with a damn state title.
A title.
And I told him, I said, guess what? They'll never forget who won the state championship in Saginaw, especially at the high. I
The
told them
last
that
one.
tradition
That's the
deep.
last one.
They're the last ones.
Tank
You
man was
know.
the last ones to win a state champion, and
Yep.
they forever solidified.
Yep.
They the
He get
last
mad.
champion at Saginaw High.
Hey,
That school is
they
closed. But they the last champ.
they get mad though because they always feel like Saginaw didn't respect them because they didn't get a ring. I even tried to buy him his own ring. He wouldn't get it. He's like, no, the
That, that
city
that's
owes us
that,
that.
that, that but see that just goes back to the support. Like, why them
Yep.
kids ain't get a ring? Everybody else
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. He got
Why? What
T-shirts
what
and
made
all
them
that.
different?
Yeah, but they didn't get a ring. So I know that's what hurt a lot of them. And if you notice, I didn't get to go, but if you went to that last High in the Hill game, a lot of them boys didn't show up. And I asked him, I said, why y'all didn't go to that? That was I didn't even go to the high. I'm a BV cat. And he was like, man, a lot of us talk that it's just like we still mad because we ain't get a ring. And that bothered that team though, bro. Because
For
them
sure,
boys
because they
boys
deserved
went
it.
through,
They
hey,
deserved it.
and they went
I bet
through
you the
some
other
stuff.
two teams got a ring.
Yeah, everybody else got them, but they
I
didn't
bet
get
you
them.
it was Day Day them before that. I bet you Day Day them
Yep.
got a ring.
Oh yeah, they got him. And I think that one thing I wish that could have happened before Coach Dawkins left. I know Coach Drew was their coach and still there, and Coach T rest in peace. I wish they could have still honored them and got them that. But like I told them, I said, who knows? Y'all might get something else that going, y'all always be remembered for.
I
You
hope
know.
this conversation and we put out. I hope it sparks something like, yeah, them kids deserve a ring, because that don't make no sense, and that just goes like
Yeah.
the status of our city, and that was something else I want to speak on. That's a lot of talk around the city as far as the rebuild of Second United, and then I just be thinking like people be so focused on Second United, they're not even past. It's been a bond out here in Saginaw Township to redo Heritage for the past couple of years. They're not even
Hmm.
passing it, but
Wow.
that's just the state of our city. Like,
Yeah.
I do a lot of traveling, coach. And when I tell you, when I go to these other high schools, the resources at these kids, we are so far
Yeah.
behind.
So far.
It is more than just on athletic level, on the
Mm-hmm.
academic level. They got technology in these schools now that,
Mm-hmm.
from what I've been hearing, Saginaw United got it because it's rebuilt. But why these
Mm-hmm.
other schools don't got it?
Yeah.
Like, we got to do more as a people. We got to start going to these board meetings and things. Like, I really want to get on the political side for real, because I feel
Yeah.
like I can be a good advocate for the city, because I'm from the city of Saginaw. I'm hands on, and I know what's really going on behind the
Exactly.
scenes. I know about both worlds. I know about the good side and the bad side. You know what I mean? So I feel like I can be a good advocate for the
Hmm.
city, and I don't be doing stuff to bash nobody. I just want better.
Yeah.
I want the leaders, the leaders that we have, to do
Mm-hmm.
better. And if you feel like y'all can't do better, it's okay to retire. It's like we say,
Yeah.
be in tune with the times. It's okay to
Yep.
retire and go off into the sunset. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to let some new faces in with new ideas that can better the city. Like, we still stuck in 1999. Like,
Yeah. That is true.
you know
That
what I
is.
mean? So it
And
just be a lot, coach. It be a lot that I see. Like I say, Lavish Sports. I donate to. I just donated $500 to Bridgeport Athletic System,
yep, I
athletic.
think that.
A couple years ago, I donated to the Saginaw United cheerleaders, but those things that you hear, if you know, you know. Like I said,
You
I'm
know,
not
you
in it.
know.
I just want to be the one to say I'm helping better my community, man. You know what I
That's
mean?
it. And you know what? And I was gonna tell you that too, bro. When it come to, the people talking and bashing, oh well, let them do it, man. You know what I always was told? They talked about Jesus. So what makes you think they won't talk about you?
It,
For
but,
real.
what's funny to me though, coach, it seemed like the people that do the most talking is the people that view their kids in the light that, like I spoke earlier, that it's okay if Lavish Sports don't think your son top 10 or your daughter's top 10. That should be motivation for you as a parent.
That's right.
Let's get in the gym, baby.
That's
Because
right.
numbers don't lie. You know what I mean? Numbers don't lie. And performers don't lie. I watch a lot of high school basketball. I watch a lot
Yeah.
of high school basketball. And like I said, I have an eye for talent.
Yeah.
Just like when I did my middle school rankings last year. The top five of those middle school rankings are playing varsity basketball right now in the city
Hmm.
of Saginaw. Those five,
Mm.
Duco is playing varsity for Saginaw
Yep.
United.
Yep.
Aiden Lindsay is playing varsity for Heritage.
Heard it.
Zay
Yep.
Perkins is playing varsity for Carlton.
Hmm.
Kobe Box is playing varsity for Newville. You know what I mean? So
Wow.
it got to be some type of proof. The proof is in the pudding. What
Yeah.
I visualize these kids. My team visualize these kids. These coaches seeing something in them too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you got to live in reality. We got to live in reality. And like I said, it's not to separate the city. It's just to motivate. You know what I mean? I'm bringing something new to the city that y'all never seen before. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
see it in all these other cities. It's no problem when the other cities do it. Oh, those
Man,
rankings don't mean. And at the end of the day, if they don't mean, I'm gonna be the first to tell you they don't mean anything. That's my
yeah,
opinion. Now, if a coach see it and want to look into the
look
kid,
at it.
I did my job.
You did your job, and you know what?
Mhm.
That's what it's about too. A lot of people don't realize. Like we had a conversation, and I remember I told you about. I coached at Bridgeport. We're Class B. Everybody say we don't play nobody. We don't do this. But I never forget. A few years ago, Bridgeport was the number 4 team in the state of Michigan in all classes, and guess who was on the cover of that magazine? A Bridgeport player.
The
You know
Bridgeport
what I'm
player.
saying? Who went on to have great success in college, got his master's degree. You know, which people don't talk about that. Let's talk
Mm-mm,
about them degrees them boys getting
for
and the
sure.
girls that go to school. That's what to me as a coach, I did. I felt proud like a parent, and I did my job.
You
And I
did.
can honestly sit and tell you, bro, over the last since 2017 to now, 73 kids in school and college, whether it was football or basketball, 8 master degrees. You know what I'm saying, and a
Did
whole
your
lot of
job.
degrees.
I'm
So
trying
that's
to get a
what,
resume like that. If I can look
man,
back and say Lavish Sports got X, Y, I did my job.
you
And
did
I'm
your
glad you
job.
spoke on the population too, so we can clear that up right now. So when people say, "Oh, it's such and such is in Class A," or was not even Class A, is Division One, Two, Three now,
Yeah, it's
or they're in
Division One.
Division Three, they won't be doing. It's not about the talent. They don't base that off talent level. They base it off school population.
Yeah,
So you could be at Bridgeport, but you can still be the best player in the state. It's just you go to a school
you
that
go to a small
population is
school.
not meeting Saginaw United's population.
That's
It's a
right.
bigger school, but
Come on.
we get confused because like bigger schools gonna come with more talent. That is because it's
Yeah,
more kids there. So the
yeah,
chance of you getting a best player is going to be bigger than at Bridgeport. But you know,
exactly. You know, and that's it's something you say that because even back in the day, you take that. It was a couple Mr. Basketballs went to damn schools like charter schools. You know what I'm saying? But they won
Torrey
Mr.
Jackson,
Basketball.
Torrey Jackson went to
Yeah,
BV
yeah. And BV didn't
candidate,
even have over 150 for real.
candidate.
So, you know, so
So
it's true. It's
it
about this,
don't
you know.
matter
So
what it's your performance.
yeah. So this right here, I put on the screen right now. This is what got the city in the buzz right now.
Yes, it
You know,
does.
and like you said, man, it don't mean nothing, but it do mean something. But
To the
as I was
kids.
on this list, yeah,
It means
if I
something to
was
the
on this
kids. It
list,
should mean nothing to the parents. It should mean something to the
it should
kids. And that's what they getting confused.
because as a parent, what I would be telling my child, what you gonna do to get on there?
What you gonna
You know what
do?
I'm saying? Serious. Because there's
You
some
just
kids
said
on
it,
there.
Tank. You just said it, Tank. You ain't get mad at the rank. Oh, I feel my son. You told him, do
No,
you?
do you? And I did what you said. I invested in him. I put him in camps. I took him to camps that was focused on kids his size. But when
Exactly.
he graduated, we went. He always, you know, my son loved the Buckeyes, which is I have no, it ain't me.
Oh, come on,
But the
Tank.
first thing he did was like, Dad, I'm going to school in Ohio.
Oh my
So
God.
we took 2 weeks, and me, him, and my pops, we just went on a tour all through Ohio. And he found a school, Cincinnati State, that he felt the home with. He said they reminded him of Saginaw High. The coach was kind of like Coach Dawkins and them. You know, they was brothers in their face, you know, and he loved that. And
And that's what we need too. These parents need to let these coaches coach, man.
they
Y'all
were
making
coach, man.
the kids too soft.
Bro, I just
You can't say nothing to them now. I'm telling my mama.
man, I just seen somebody got on Coach Jew because they lost another buzzer beater. And in my head, I'm like, I ain't see Coach Jew out there playing D. You know, I mean, trust me, I seen the first game from my own eyes. Boot was playing the best D he could on that boy. That was just a shot. And then to turn around and see the clip that you had posted, he was playing D on him again. And that kid Cooley just made a shot. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? So you can't put that on a coach. That was something that happened. It was a basketball play.
a
You know
basketball
what I'm
player.
saying? But they ain't talking about how they fought from coming down, and he made the right adjustments and the right substitutions and the right moves to get them back in that game. But we quit to dog out a coach. You know what I'm saying? Well, what time we gonna sit back and say, hey man, what you doing? Why
What you
you ain't
do?
doing what you're supposed to do? So coach playing you. You
And
know what
and,
I'm saying?
and, and Coach Drew get a lot of heat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just me being a fan of the game, like I said, I keep it all the way real. It's some things that I feel Coach can do a little more differently now. You know what I mean? Because like it's a new era of basketball on the
yeah,
creative side. That's the only thing I feel Coach needs to do a little better is become more creative. Like
yeah,
he he up there with the great. Like even though United, and that's one thing as a city of Saginaw, we got United is United. That is not Saginaw High.
yeah.
That is not Arthur Hill. That is Saginaw
Nope.
United. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So United got to have his own legacy.
Yeah.
He's coming from one of the most winningest programs in the city.
Yeah. For real.
So United it's been around what 3 years now, fully functional. What 2 years or 3 years
The
now?
2 years. 2 years, I
Two
think.
fully functioning.
Yep.
And I get it. Y'all feel like we supposed to win a state championship, being we got two of the most prestigious high schools closing. But at the end of the day, the players still got to play. The
Players
kids
still
still
gotta
got to
play.
get out here and go. Like
And they gotta develop their talent,
they
man.
got, and I'm gonna keep it real. Like from what I've been, it was a lot of kids that missed summer camp this summer that want to
Yeah.
hang out with their friends. You as a parent, you should have told your kid get in the gym.
Yeah.
Getting in, if this is your goal or your dream, you want to go to college to play basketball. There's no time for games. There's no time to play. You got to get
Yep.
in there and get it every single day. Because one philosophy that Coach Funcho always then told me, let's say he was one of my biggest mentors, is when you sleep, it's a kid somewhere in the world working.
Yeah. For real. I used to say the same thing. Tell them all the time. That's why we used to get out of football practice, bro, at 6 o'clock. And now we going to the gym at 8. I'm the one suffering because I'm tired. But it was for them. So I had to make that sacrifice for them guys. And yes,
So
I had a different little issue like, hey, them my nephews, I got to push them just like they looked up to their big cousin. They seen him go to school. They wanted it. So along with that, whoever want to come with us, let's go. We going to get it. And
so
it worked,
because
but
you
the
can't
kids
hold a
got to
player
want.
hand at the end of the day.
No,
Like you can't baby him as a coach. I'm not gonna be begging you to come play for me. Either you want,
no,
I can't want it more than you do.
that's
I
right.
can't.
I can't, and I won't. But like you said earlier, man, parents got to sit back. It's okay to critique us and talk. That's fine. But come sit down and have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because I had one. I had a parent was my cousin bash me. Then we get on at social media. He bashed me. I said, man, come talk to me. We gotta sit and kick it on this, because we family. Damn the
For sure.
BS.
For
You
sure.
mad at me because something you feel should be going on. Then when I sat him down and told him, well, so and so ain't doing this, this, and this in school, that's why he ain't on that flow. That
It
whole
be deeper.
mentality
It be
changed.
deeper than what they think, coach.
Yeah,
Oh, he don't know how to coach. It's a rotation because dog got bad grades. What you want me to
thank
reward
you.
him?
Thank you. You think I'm gonna play him over these kids that's working hard just like him
And,
and they got the grades?
and they got the
Come on.
grades.
You
And
know, one of
it
my
start with the leader. You got to implement those
man,
rules and those values to your team. You have to implement that because if they don't respect your philosophy, y'all ain't gonna win nothing no way.
ain't gonna win nothing anyway. For real. And I know we gotta get ready to get out of here because you got a business to run, but we touched on it. You brought it up about Michigan approved the NIL.
Yes, sir.
How do you think that's gonna help or hurt our athletes today?
I actually think it's gonna help now. I feel like by Michigan doing that, it's gonna keep our kids not only that. I'm just speaking of the state as a whole. It's gonna keep our kids in Michigan now because that what was going on prior to these other states got more to offer. So I hope this is an eye opener just for. I'm speaking around here now. Let's
Yeah,
put some money behind these kids. Like I'm in the process of giving one of these students the first NIL deal. I'm gonna disclose that another, but we working on it
yeah.
right now. And it's more so my NIL is gonna be merch. I'm gonna design you some merch. It's gonna be with your image on there, your jersey number, and we gonna sell your merch. You're gonna make a profit off of it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I want you to feel like I want you to know what it feel like to be on the big city level. You know what I mean? Like I said, Detroit kids gonna get them left and right. Just watch what I tell
Yeah,
you. The Cody
yeah.
Bushes, the Jordans down there at Brother Rice, and they're gonna get NIL deals left and right.
I
So
heard somebody already got a bag out that way too.
You see what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and we kind of touched on it, like if we don't elevate our kids around here, who's going to really get one because the light's not around here? And truth be told, like I just did 1.5 million views on Instagram. So
Mm.
somebody's watching this platform.
Yeah.
Somebody's watching it. And I get it. Everybody, like I said, back to the rankings, everybody want their kid on because they feel because deep down inside, you know it means something to you to get your kid those accolades. So
Oh yeah.
instead of you working, you want to bash the platform. No, just go to work
Let's
and
go to
and,
work.
and, and get this new bag they got going on because now it can change your life at a very young age. I feel
That's
like
right.
it's gonna. I feel like it's gonna keep. It's gonna bring. I'm hoping to bring basketball back. Get these kids out the street.
Mm.
Get them something to work for. Now they got something to work for, and that's one thing we was lacking. Like there's no achievements around here to
Yeah.
work for.
That there.
That's why
You
we had a
just
lot
said
of
it.
kids dropping out, turning to the streets because what are they
Mm.
working for? What
Man.
reward are they going to get for their hard work besides a pat on the back and good job for graduating? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's another reason why I started Lavish Sports. The kids want those
Mm.
accolades. It feel good to feel like okay, Lavish Sports got me the number one player in the city right now. So I
Yep.
got to work my butt off to keep this ranking. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
that's what I'm doing it for, man. I'm doing it. And we got some big
Mm.
things. I'm gonna touch on it just on the quick side because I'm in the process of getting the first ever Saginaw County Championship in the city of Saginaw, like the PSL in Detroit. It's going.
Okay.
I'm working with the ADs right now to get. It's got to be. It's only going to be Saginaw County teams. It's going to be a 3-day
Yeah.
tournament. It's going to be a first round, second round championship. And we're going to
Okay.
crown. We're going to try to crown a Saginaw County champion. So that's give you something to work for on a city level. Now you can go
Yeah.
compete for a state championship. That's what
Yeah.
I'm aiming for, man. And I'm praying to God that I get blessed and me and these ADs can be on one accord and we can make this thing happen. Because I feel like it'll be one of the biggest things for the city and the community, man. Like,
Yeah. And I'm glad you touched on that. Now that you met with the AD, so a lot of people might not know the ADs are in total control of everything that go on. It
and
ain't
that's
the
what we
coaches,
learned.
people,
It's not the coach. It's the
not the
coach. To
coaches.
be honest, the coach really don't have no say so. The coach
All you
just
got
gonna
to
run his
control your
program.
team. That's it. But
That's it. He
people
gonna
ain't
run
doing
his
what they
program, but he
doing.
still got to go to his AD to get approved for some of the things he do for his program.
Thank you. You still got to. Like there was times I always wanted to play against the higher the hill. I used to hear and see the writing,
Yeah, yeah.
Bridgeport Scout. No, we not. I go to
It's the
Detroit,
AD.
go to Lansing, I go everywhere. I would love to play in our city. Like
If the
when my
80
last
if the
go
80
ahead, I'm
don't
sorry.
approve that, if the 80 don't approve that basketball game, is if
Yeah,
the 80 don't approve, like I have to get the 80s to approve the scrimmage. If the 80s
yeah.
didn't approve the scrimmage, it wasn't going to happen.
See, I'm
So
glad
and,
you
and
touched
I'm
on
glad you
that
spoke
because
on that because let's get people. It's not the coach. So quit bashing these coaches. If you want to bash somebody, bash the AD. And that's not. It's not to bash the
yeah, I
AD, but
mean,
if you want
and,
answers, call the AD and ask them why such and such is not taking place.
and then I'm gonna defend the AD to this extent. It's a person over them that say yes or no to everything. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was trying to play the high end football or when we basketball, man, my AD, Gabe, he wanted all the smoke with me,
Yeah, for sure.
but it was other
Shout
people that
out
he had
Gabe.
to
Me and
answer
Gabe
to.
locked in, man. Me and Gabe,
Yeah.
Gabe improved a lot of my a
Oh
lot of my
man,
platforms.
that's my brother. I got a picture of me and him up there right behind me, holding the doggone district and the regional trophies. That if it wasn't for him, Coach Marshall wouldn't have been able to be Coach Marshall at Bridgeport. So I
And I
salute
just
my
want to
brother
say,
Gabe.
and I just want to say that too before because that's what really be blowing me. How do the school systems like Freeland, Frankenmuth, Bridgeport, Carlton, Flint schools, Grand Blanks, the Flint Hammonds, how
Mm,
come they accept lavish sports with an open arm, but I got to fight with the city I'm born and raised from?
mm. That,
I get the
that's a very
most bash from the city I'm born and raised from in these other cities, schools. They
bro. Hey, that's $1 million question because I used to say the same thing. I'm from this place, and I catch the most flack when I was
catch me.
coaching. You
I
know
feel
what I'm
like y'all
saying?
supposed to be rallying around us. Like, no, no, we.
I
But
tell
that's
you one
just
time. I tell you one time I did see the city show up. My first regional and quarterfinal trip. I turned around. I said, God, I seen more people from the city of Saginaw, and I saluted them and appreciated it. My kids appreciated it that they rode on their trip with us, So
But
they
why does it
will
always gotta
support.
be when you're winning, coach? Why does
Yeah,
it
that's
always
true.
gotta be when you're
That's
winning?
true. That's true.
Why does it have to be why y'all can't support genuinely?
Yeah,
Don't be no bad because I'm seeing it right now. Like Bridgeport gets no support right now, even though in your
yeah,
last couple of years, you seen how
yeah.
the gym was looking. But I
Man, come on.
guarantee you, if you would have took any of them kids to the bridge, oh look, y'all want to rap like we appreciate it,
Yeah,
but
you're
it's
right.
it be more so, but like support it all the time.
Yeah,
I cover bridge and I slowed down on it because I got a lot of flack for that in your last days. And when Puncho was the girls' coach, why are you promoting it and they're losing?
yeah.
It's
Because you,
it's not to bet. Is you got to cover win, lose, or draw.
when it
Like
is a draw. That's why,
ESPN don't cover everything.
bro.
Like you know what I mean?
That's why I did what I did as a coach. When we won, I promoted. When we lost, I promoted. I even told the truth. I had a parent get mad at me because I said, fellas, we will never win if we won't play as a team. That's all I said.
Exactly.
And bro, I
Exactly.
got bashed on social media so bad. You the coach. How can you? If y'all really won't come to practice, because I tell my kids the truth, and I'm gonna leave it at this. I used to say this scenario right here. I'm Tony Montana. I'm gonna give it to you raw and uncut. Either you gonna hit that stuff and you gonna do what you supposed to, or you gonna hit it and you out of there.
You out of there.
And they used to look at me like, what? I said, basically, I'm telling y'all, if you gonna get it, you're gonna get it. If you don't, you don't. But
You
I'm
don't
giving it to you 100%
percent.
uncut, raw. That's how I used to talk to them, bro.
And
And
that's
some
and that's
people got it and some didn't, you
And
know.
that's what it is, man. And that's how I live my life, and that's how I run Lavish Sports. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
It's like it's not like you said. It's not for everybody, but
Yep.
some who love it, they love it. They see what I'm doing. They know this is something fresh. This is something. It's dope for real. Like
Man,
I
for
enjoy
real.
it. Like you know what I
It's,
mean?
it's
Like I enjoy giving back and giving these kids because it's all. I don't care what your parents say. I'm gonna do me
yeah,
regardless.
all the time.
I see. I speak sometimes. I don't. I keep it pushing. But as
Yeah,
long when I go into them schools and them kids be like, "What's up, Lavish Sports? You gonna do an interview
yep.
with me, Lavish Sports?" That's
That's
my
all that
joy
matters.
right there.
Hey, and that's what matter, man. And another thing I used to say, I don't coach your parents, I coach y'all.
Coach you
I never disrespect your parents, unless they bring that crap to me, then I'm a man still.
for
But
sure,
I coach y'all. And that's how you got to do your business, man. Keep doing your business the way you do it, because they don't like this new media. Me and Yacht gonna touch on that, in our podcast this week.
for
Well,
sure.
they don't like the new media. But guess what? Down the city, they doing it, and it's helping kids. And you keep doing what you do, bro. Regardless of what they say, they don't like the rankings. You don't like it, push your child. Simple and plain. But also know this, y'all. Yes, as Lavish Sports owner, but he got a committee behind him. I'm a part of the committee, and we all agree to disagree.
I'm glad you let them know, Coach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like you let
we
your like this is one person that's on the committee. Like
yeah,
what? His record speaks for itself. I call Coach for a lot of
yeah,
advice all the time. Like what do you
yep,
think about such and such? He give it to me real
yeah. Like we just had to talk about some of our own locals. I
for
like
sure,
them, but I don't like some things about them.
for
You
sure.
know. But at the same time, we go and support them all.
We're gonna support it
Simple
more.
and
And like
plain.
and that's what I do. And like I see the parents say, "Why you just won't support them all?" I do support them all, but at the end of the day,
Support
it's
them
life.
all.
It's competition. Ain't
Yeah,
nothing handed to you in life. You either gonna get it now or you gonna get hurt in the future.
that's right. And it's best your kid get it and be real from people right here in our own city.
For
You
sure,
know what I'm saying? Because that's what's gonna make them a better person in the long run. Like everybody say what they want to say about Day Day, but Day Day sagging up, born and bred.
for
We
sure.
got people in our own city. That man and done things people will never do, and people still
He
dog
did a
him
lot
to
of
this
stuff that
day.
people don't know he did. You
Man,
know what
for
I mean?
real?
They don't broadcast everything that they do, but
Nah.
when certain situations happen, and you not feeling the same love and support that you giving
Hmm.
out, you gonna pull away. Why would I keep giving and y'all keep bashing me and
Thank
everything I
you,
do y'all tear down? Why would I
thank you.
keep giving? You know,
Exactly, because he ain't the only one from our city that has been supportive. It's been many of them, athletes or entertainers. You know what I'm saying? And hell, we got some entertainers from our city don't even come back this way.
for sure.
You know
And
what I'm saying?
Just
So
second off, we just gotta do better. And I want to just say this one thing because it was on there before we get up out of here. Y'all get out there and vote. Pamela
yeah,
Pugh, they say y'all won't change around here on all
mm,
aspects. We got to get out here and vote. If y'all won't change, uh, in the Saginaw public system, because there was a big uproar about the live video that just went viral the other day. If y'all won't change, y'all got to get to these meetings and get when it's time to vote. Vote. It's a vote
yeah,
going on right now. Pamela Pugh. I'm sorry, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right.
yep,
But
you do.
the woman won't change, and she's willing to sacrifice everything to help us out. So we
Mm,
need to rally around this woman and make change. If y'all really won't change, y'all say y'all want it, but y'all when it's time to do it to make change, y'all don't show up. So
there it
let's make it
is.
happen. Like let's make it happen. From the Saginaw public school system to Saginaw Township, it don't matter. If y'all won't change in y'all community, y'all area, it starts with us. So
There
let's
it
do it.
is. Look at you speaking like a young politician. I love it.
For sure. For
For
sure.
real. Well, Marky
Appreciate
D,
you having me, coach. You know what I'm saying? This
yeah.
ain't this we gotta do this again. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? We
yeah.
gotta we
'Cause we gotta
almost
find
up
out what happened.
in studio tip.
Yeah, and we gotta find out what happened to our other guests, man. He gotta quit oversleeping. Gotta
Man,
be
you know
about
that.
that business.
You know he doing a million and one things, man. Shout
I
out
know it.
HBK Boom, man.
Yeah,
Boom was supposed to join us, man. I'm
yeah,
about to call him right now, man. He was supposed shout out Boom.
yeah,
He
that's
got a
right.
new
But we
single
go
out right now, man. You know I'm his manager too. I got Lavish Like
okay,
Management. I gotta send
okay.
you that logo too. Lavish Like
Yeah, you gotta
Management.
send me that
I'm
one.
managing Boom. Get with it, man. Y'all see he dropping number heat right now, man. Y'all tap in
Hmm.
and please follow all my platforms.
Yeah,
Lavish Sports on IG is gonna be lavish underscore sports on IG, lavish sports on Facebook. The factory on IG is the underscore factory. I think it's two underscores for that one. And then my personal
okay.
page, Markie Deezy, man. Y'all just follow me, support. Appreciate your love, man. We gonna keep
Man,
doing it. We got some big games coming up this week. We got the
yeah,
MVP coming out. So y'all just stay
yeah.
tuned, man.
Hey, and before you go, we got a big middle school game to get to. So I'll be there with the
Yep,
camera.
I'll be there.
And
We got Saginaw Middle versus Thomas this week, man. I'm gonna be in the building
that's
for
right.
that. And like I say, the middle school kids love it. They
Yeah,
love it. So
that's right.
we gonna keep this thing rolling, man.
There it is, man. Well, you go ahead, man. Enjoy your day. Try to get some rest during your work time, man. And once again, I
For
thank
sure.
you for being on the More Than the Coach podcast. And I'll
For
see you
sure.
at the game Tuesday.
For sure, coach. Appreciate you having me.
All right. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. So as y'all see, I had a great interview with my brother, man. We talked sports, we talked his business, his platform. But like the biggest thing is, y'all, I want y'all to understand, man, that he out here doing this for these kids. You know, y'all mad at him, y'all mad saying he doing this and he's doing that. But man, it's more than him, y'all. It's a lot of us that's got his support and his back. And you know, we all got our opinions, you know, and everybody ain't gonna always like everybody's opinion, but it's okay. Keep continuing to support the kids because at the end of the day, that's all that matter, y'all. So with that being said, I got a couple videos I got to get out, commercial and everything, and then we're gonna be getting out of here. And thank y'all as always for joining the More Than a Coach podcast. Hey, I'm winding down on my own career doing this because I'm jumping into some new things. So I appreciate it. But hey, but right now, y'all, check this out.
Welcome to Marshall Media, the home of creative podcast shows, impactful educational content, and a photography group built to capture moments that matter. At Marshall Media, we tell real stories, amplify real voices, and bring ideas to life on screen, on mic, and through the lens. If you're ready to listen, learn, or create, this is where it starts. Connect with us today. Call 989-780-0289. Email marshallmediagroup54@gmail.com or visit marshallmediagroup.org. Marshall Media. Your vision.
They boarded up my favorite school. In Saginaw, a lot of our favorite recreation centers is no longer around. What do the youth have besides each other's? Bring back what's important in our community. We lost so many good-hearted peoples that cared. And the secret alleys will rearrange our city. I woke up one day and it'll change.
Sagging off, sagging off, sagging off.
Stand up, let's believe again.
Sagging off, sagging off, sagging off, sagging off.
Stand up, let's believe again.
Sagging off,
Stand up,
sagging off,
stand up,
sagging off,
sagging up.
sagging off,
Stand up, let's believe again.
sagging off,
Sagging up, sagging up, sagging up, sagging up. Let's believe again. Sagging up,
sagging off, sagging off,
sagging up,
sagging off, sagging off.
sagging up.
On into the podcast, it's a process. We're talking like music, sports, and entertainment. Oh yes, get your popcorn, going for a long ride. It's a special edition of the More Than a Coach podcast. P-O-D-C-A-S-T, doing this one for the culture. That's on me. Yes sir, I'm your